just right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Yeah.
Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. These two teams met in Kansas City earlier this season with the Chiefs winning that ball game. So if they can win again here in KC, they would pull off the season sweep. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. Room here to run. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was... And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
It's streaming. Yeah, it's on YouTube.
Was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Eckler. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett is 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That sails over the end line. Mahomes Bills will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high,
that's weird, bro.
You got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored.
Why won't you drink out there?
Give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot?
Yeah.
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
A give to Harris. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Kind of an odd schedule this year. These two teams getting their 2 games in very late in the season. Their first meeting just a few weeks ago, back in Week 15. And it was the Chiefs who got the road victory there. So now looking to claim the season series at home in KC. Now a 2nd down and 6. To throw, it's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
I forgot.
Mahomes now on 1st down. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got
that might be it.
They hand this off to Harris. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That shit was wild.
Pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off. Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal.
No, don't do that, bro.
Kick here is good. And they are on the board.
It's all right, bro. I don't want to see it, bro. I don't want to see it, bro.
Yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
From his end zone, Wilson. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And good field position coming up here The football at the 12-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Herbert on first down now. Going deep here for Allen. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Able to slither by, and he'll power his way up near the 25. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Here's Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. First down, and they stick with Eckler. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Now room for Eckler. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
How about that, partner? That's a gutsy run, a physical run, an explosive run, and he's inside the 10-yard line now. I don't know if you hand it to him again on this play, but make the defense think that you will, and maybe you have some options off of it.
Here's Herbert. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. First down, a bit of a disaster. And now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he's got his big tight end here. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Gerald Everett with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
14, Chiefs 3. Dustin Hopkins set to
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Harris. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run.
Retarded. Oh, God, this dude seems
They'd love to
crazy.
just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Don't throw no pick.
Mahomes now to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. They run with Harris. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers.
Fuck this game, man.
He's at the 50. 30, 20.
Do what we do. Do what
And
we
they
do.
are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, LA.
Nah, you see his team, bro? It's so, he got a good team, man.
Pretty good with the football in his hand.
That's not just a short
Really
shot.
good team. He got J.J. Watt.
Didn't he? Did you get the
He
40
got,
I didn't, but
he got,
6 points out of it. I don't have a
J.J.
great
Watt,
play for that
T.J.
defensive
Watt.
unit. Extra
No,
point
T.J.
to
Watt,
Hopkins.
Khalil Mack,
It's up to 18.
Bosa, Jackson. He got a boat, bro. He got a fucking boat. He got Gilbert at corner.
For a touchback.
He got a boat. I beat him already, but I'm just not in the mood to play right now.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
I keep running the ball, bro. I'm not going to stop running the ball.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Yeah.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down, and he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Play action. It's Herbert. That one will be incomplete. He caught it but could not stay in bounds for the long connection. The hit comes late.
You give this nigga everything, boy.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 16, Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chargers are able to add on to their first half lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now it's Wilson. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. The Charger drive about to get going. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now room for Eckler. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. From the 30 on 2nd down, Herbert. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Justin Herbert looking to pass. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone.
And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make them punt it. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
It's a squibber picked up around the 27.
And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
In this drive.
And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Ooh. Who's that? Alright.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Oh, that's LeBron.
This is Harris. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to be out.
How is it, bro?
Not before he takes it inside the 40. 99 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the stream, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Now here's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. They'll run. Here's Harris. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Now, they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Herbert off of play action. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw here, Herbert. He finds his target, Allen.
He's getting too much time, bro. This is bullshit. This is the same fucking... This is bullshit, bro. This nigga, man.
extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
That catch good for only a couple.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. T.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Now back to throw. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and
That was weak, bro.
Derwin James with a pick. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Eckler again. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers capitalize on the short
It's okay when I stop him.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They'll run with Harris. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes can't get away, and he's taken down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get.
And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield, and picked up by the Chargers. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball.
And got his man complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Herbert now. And it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They run with Harris. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range, and guess what? They've got a shot.
Here's Harris. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, 48 yards. And the Chiefs get a small measure of advantage as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but
The turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that you might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On the give, this is Eckler. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 133 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll roll him out right. Staying on his feet. Herbert has it knocked free. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right?
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down, and he'll get this one up to about his 14. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert.
Wow.
Catch, dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And that's going to be good for a Chargers 1st down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. Herbert. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3-and-out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
Yo. Good luck.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And they will take a knee here. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Chargers, they get a critical 10th win on the year with 1 game left to go.